Have you ever wondered how to build wealth in your 20s and 30s? Well, if you have, you're certainly not alone. It's a question that's on the minds of many, especially as we navigate the financial maze of the 21st century. You see, building wealth is not just about making money. It's about making smart decisions, about laying a solid financial foundation that can support you throughout your life. It's about understanding that the financial decisions you make today can have a profound impact on your financial health tomorrow. Now, you might be thinking, where do I begin? Well, it all starts with understanding the importance of starting early. Yes, you heard that right. The earlier you start, the more time you have to grow your wealth. The beauty of time is that it works in your favor thanks to the magic of compounding interest, but more on that later. For now, let's focus on the key financial strategies that can help you build wealth. First up, we have budgeting. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But you'd be surprised at how many people overlook this fundamental step. Budgeting is your financial roadmap. It helps you navigate your income and expenses, ensuring you're not spending more than you're earning. Next, we have debt management. Now, this is a tricky one. In today's world, it's almost impossible to avoid debt, but managing it effectively is crucial to your financial success. It's about understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt, and knowing how to leverage it to your advantage. Then there's early investment. This is where the real growth happens. By investing in assets like stocks and real estate at an early age, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. And remember, it's not about timing the market, but time in the market. And finally, we'll discuss the magic of compounding interest. This is the secret ingredient in the recipe for wealth building. It's about understanding how your money can work for you, even while you sleep. So let's dive in and explore these strategies to secure your financial future. First off, we begin with budgeting, the cornerstone of any financial plan. Imagine budgeting as a roadmap for your finances. It's a tool that helps you navigate your spending and saving, ensuring you reach your financial destination without unnecessary detours or roadblocks. So what's budgeting all about? It's a calculated plan for your income, dividing it into different categories such as expenses, savings, and investments. It's about understanding where your money goes and making intentional decisions about spending and saving. Now, there are various ways to budget, each with its own merits. The envelope method, for instance, allocates a specific amount of cash for each category of spending. Once the envelope is empty, no further spending is allowed in that category until the next budgeting period. It's a tangible way to limit expenditures and avoid overspending. Then there's the zero-based budgeting approach, where every penny of your income is assigned a job, be it for bills, savings, or discretionary spending. This method ensures that you're fully aware of every shilling being spent or saved, leaving no room for financial surprises. Or perhaps you prefer the 50-30-20 method. This straightforward approach divides your after-tax income into three categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. It offers a balanced approach to budgeting, ensuring you cover your essentials, enjoy your income, and still save for the future. However you choose to budget, the fundamental principle remains the same. Live below your means. This means spending less than you earn and setting aside a portion of your income for savings. It's a simple yet powerful concept that paves the way for wealth accumulation and financial security. Remember, budgeting isn't about restricting your spending to the point of deprivation. It's about making mindful decisions, prioritizing your financial goals, and using your income to its maximum potential. So why budget? Because it gives you control over your finances. It enables you to make informed decisions about your money, ensuring that your financial choices align with your life goals. Remember, a well-planned budget is your first step towards financial freedom. Next up, let's tackle the elephant in the room: debt. A necessary evil, some might say, but it doesn't have to be your downfall. Debt comes in various forms, and understanding them is the first step towards managing them effectively. Firstly, we have what's known as good debt. This is the type of debt that can potentially lead to an increase in income or net worth over time. Think student loans, mortgages, or business loans. These are investments in your future, And while they can feel burdensome, they can also be stepping stones to wealth. On the flip side, we have bad debt. This includes high-interest credit card debt, payday loans, or any debt that doesn't contribute to your financial growth but instead eats away at your resources. This type of debt can quickly spiral out of control if not managed effectively. So how do we manage debt? It's all about having a plan. Start by making a list of all your debts, including the amount owed, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment. Prioritize repayment based on the interest rate, focusing on high-interest debts first. This strategy is often referred to as the avalanche method. Another approach is the snowball method, where you focus on paying off the smallest debts first to gain momentum. Choose the method that works best for you. Remember, the goal is to reduce your overall debt, not just move it around. Consider consolidating your debt if you have multiple high-interest debts. Consolidation can potentially lower your interest rate and simplify your payments, but beware of any hidden fees or costs before you consolidate. And lastly, don't forget to build an emergency fund. This fund acts as a buffer, preventing you from accumulating more debt when unexpected expenses arise. Remember, the key to managing debt is consistency and discipline. There's no wealth building without debt management, so tackle your debts head on. Now let's move from saving to growing your wealth through investments. Picture yourself at the helm of a ship navigating the vast ocean of financial possibilities. The journey can be tumultuous and unpredictable, yet filled with potential for discovery and growth. This is the essence of investing. It's about venturing into the unknown, taking calculated risks, and reaping the rewards over time. Investing early in life is a powerful wealth-building strategy. Why? Because of the time value of money. Each pound you invest today has the potential to grow significantly over the years, thanks to the magic of compounding returns. Think of your investments as seeds. The earlier you plant them, the longer they have to grow, developing deep roots and blossoming into a sturdy tree of wealth. Now, where should you plant these seeds? There's a whole garden of investment options to choose from, each with its own risk and reward profile. Let's delve into a few. First up, we have stocks or shares in a company. When you buy a stock, you essentially become a part owner of that company. Stocks can be volatile and their value can fluctuate dramatically, but they also offer the potential for high returns, especially over the long term. Next, there are bonds. When you buy a bond, you're essentially lending money to a government or a corporation. In return, you receive interest payments over a specified period, and at the end, you get your initial investment back. Bonds are generally considered less risky than stocks, but their returns are also typically lower. And then we have real estate. Buying property can be a lucrative investment, offering both rental income and potential appreciation in value. However, it also comes with its own set of risks and responsibilities and requires a significant initial investment. By investing early and diversifying across these different asset classes, you're not only spreading your risk, but also increasing your potential for returns. By investing early, you're setting the stage for a robust financial future. Scene script. Ever heard of the term compounding? It's what makes the financial world go round. Compounding, in essence, is the process where the value of an investment increases because the earnings on an investment, both capital gains and interest, themselves earn interest. It's the financial equivalent of a snowball rolling down a hill, growing bigger and faster with each turn. Imagine you have £100 and you find a safe investment that offers a 5% annual return. At the end of the first year, you'd have an extra £5, so your total is now £105. Now here's where the magic happens. In the second year, that 5% return is now calculated on £105, not just your original 100. So at the end of the second year, you've earned £5.25, which makes your total £110.25. This process continues year after year. Your earnings earn their own earnings, which then earn their own earnings, and so on. It's a powerful cycle that can lead to significant wealth over time. But the magic of compounding isn't just about making money, it's also about time. The longer your money is invested, the more time it has to compound, and the greater the potential returns. That's why starting early is so crucial. Even modest investments made in your 20s or 30s can grow into substantial sums over the course of several decades. Of course, compounding can also work against you. If you have debt, the interest you owe can compound in the same way. That's why it's so important to pay off debts as quickly as possible and start getting compounding working in your favor. Compounding can be your best friend in wealth building. Harness its power and watch your wealth grow. Scene script. Building wealth doesn't mean sacrificing everything else. It's all about balance. Imagine life as a juggling act. You've got several balls in the air: education, career, family, and financial goals. The trick is to keep them all in motion without dropping any. Sounds tricky, doesn't it? But with a bit of planning and prioritizing, it's more than possible. Firstly, identify your life goals. It's crucial to know what's important to you. Is it pursuing higher education? Climbing the career ladder? Starting a family? Maybe it's all of the above. Whatever your aspirations, they should guide your financial decisions. Let's say you're aiming for an advanced degree. You might need to allocate funds for tuition or perhaps live on a tighter budget. If you're eyeing a promotion, you might need to invest in professional development or networking opportunities. And if family is in your future, you'll need to consider costs like childcare or a larger home. But while you're juggling these life goals, remember your financial goals shouldn't drop. They might need to be adjusted or paced differently, but they're still crucial. Start by setting short-term, mid-term, and long-term financial goals. Short-term goals could be paying off a credit card or saving for a vacation. Mid-term might be saving for a down payment on a house. Long-term could be retirement or building a nest egg. Next, develop a budget that accommodates both your life and financial goals. This budget should be flexible, able to adapt to life's unpredictability. Remember, it's okay to adjust your financial goals as your life priorities shift. Finally, keep an eye on your progress. Regularly review your goals and your budget. Make sure you're on track and adjust as needed. Finding the balance between life and financial goals isn't easy. It requires planning, flexibility, and a clear understanding of what matters most to you. But remember, it's worth the effort. Remember, wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. Balance your priorities and stay the course. And that's a wrap on the basics of wealth building in your 20s and 30s. We've journeyed through the fundamentals of this critical phase in life, where financial decisions can significantly shape the course of your future prosperity. We began with budgeting, the cornerstone of financial stability. By understanding where our money goes, we can control our spending and allocate resources towards our financial goals. We learned that budgeting isn't about depriving ourselves, but rather, it's about making informed decisions that lead to a future of financial freedom. Next, we delved into the often daunting world of debt management. Despite its negative connotation, we discovered that debt isn't necessarily a bad thing. When used wisely and managed effectively, it can be a tool that helps us achieve our financial goals, whether they be education, home ownership, or business ventures. Then, we explored the exciting realm of early investment. We saw how investing in assets like stocks and real estate at a young age can provide us with a passive income stream and contribute to our wealth accumulation. We also learned that investing isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but a long-term strategy that requires patience and diligence. We also took a moment to marvel at the magic of compounding. This phenomenon, often dubbed the eighth wonder of the world, allows our wealth to grow exponentially over time, turning our small, consistent investments into a sizable fortune. Finally, we discussed the importance of balancing financial goals with other life priorities. We understood that while wealth building is crucial, it's also essential to invest in our education, career, and family planning. After all, true wealth encompasses not just monetary riches, but also a rich life filled with learning, growth, and meaningful relationships. In essence, wealth building in your 20s and 30s is about starting early, making informed decisions, and staying consistent. It's about understanding the power of time, the value of money, and the importance of balance. With these strategies, financial freedom is not just a dream, but a reality you can achieve. So start today and build your wealth for tomorrow.